JabsnGrabs.com.
This is Nick Solomon for JabsnGrabs.com and MMAweekly.com, and my guest this time is Strikeforce CEO Scott Coker. Scott's got a big event coming up on April 17th from Nashville, Tennessee on CBS. It's Strikeforce's next show. At this card, you've stacked it. It's pretty great. 3 championship fights.
Yeah, I think we have a triple main event.
You do have a triple main event. Will there be anything to support it underneath that, or is there another fight?
Actually, Bobby Lashley will be the 4th fight, and
really?
we have, so you guys are the first ones to get that. So his opponent has been turned into the commission, so we'll see who the commission allows him to fight. But it will be Bobby Lashley. He will be added to the Tennessee card, so it'll be a big thing.
Now, Bobby's last fight was Wes Sims. It's a name and everything, but
the thing about Bobby is, how many fights has he really had? He only had 3 fights,
right.
2 fights. So we had a hard time with the commission approving a fight, and then our media partners didn't want to do this fight, and so it took us a little while to get that together. But I think Bobby still has, he still has a couple fights where I think he probably should test himself, and then after those 2, maybe really go test himself.
Well, the rumored test himself fight for Bobby next was against Brett Rogers.
That's a negative. That's a
negative.
negative. No.
Okay.
No, we don't want to do that one right now because I don't think Bobby wants to do that right now. And Brett Rogers actually wants to fight Alistair Overeem, which he's fighting on May 15th.
So they are fighting on May 15th?
They are fighting.
Okay. Because there was some question whether or not that Fedor might sub in and fight Alistair.
No. The May 15th fight card is Alistair Overeem versus Brett Rogers. And Andrei Arlovski is fighting Bigfoot Silva.
Right.
And we have a couple other announcements that we're going to announce next week in regards to that fight card and the future of the heavyweight division.
Okay. So as far as the future of the heavyweight division goes, we have to ask you about Fedor.
He's a Russian guy, Caucasian.
It's true.
6'1", probably the greatest heavyweight fighter in the mixed martial arts history. Do you know him? Yeah, he's a good guy.
He's actually been great. We've done several interviews with the guy, and it's always been he's been a gentleman, and he's a great, amazing fighter to watch in the ring.
Yeah, he is the best heavyweight fighter in the world. So that's who he is.
What would your champion say to that? What would Alistair Overeem say?
Alistair wants to kick his ass. Alistair wants to beat his ass or beat him up. But, we'll see what happens. I think that Alistair hopefully will get a shot at Fedor and test himself. But I think that fight could be very competitive.
Could you share with us maybe the rationale or the reason for why you decided to put Alistair against Brett Rogers as opposed to Alistair versus Fedor?
Well, as you know, we have a situation with Fedor where we're going back and forth on some issues. So until we could, work that out, to me, we're not booking him. We're just moving forward and doing our own fights. Keep moving forward.
Very good. One thing, the next step for the winner of Shinya Aoki versus Gilbert Melendez goes where?
I think it goes back to Japan. I think they fight under Dream rules, which will be in the ring and which will be 10-minute rounds. So it's going to be a little different.
Thank you, Scott, for your time. My name's Nick Solomon for JabsnGrabs.com MMA Weekly. Don't forget to tune in to Strikeforce on April 17th from Nashville. It's on CBS. Got to check it out.
Tune in.
Thanks, Scott.
JabsnGrabs.com.